What is Bubba Fest?
I tell people that Bubba Fest is like, everyone's heard of Comic-Con. So I tell people Bubba Fest is a Comic-Con for the car show, gun show, NASCAR crowd, just for regular people who love God, family, and country and can order their coffee in 6 syllables or less. That's Bubba Fest.
Excellent. So basically America's Heartland?
Yeah. I've spent the last 8 years as a talent agent for personal appearances, and the vast majority of that has been booking talent, actresses, actors, athletes, both WWE superstars and current and past, UFC stars, current and past, and so on, artists, musicians, booking these folks into Comic-Cons and fan expos all over the world. The only continent that I have not booked talent on yet is Antarctica, and there has not been a Comic-Con there to date. But what all of these have all over the world is that I've noticed is that there's a very sort of niche appeal that's made in terms of programming and guest selection, and really, the entire industry is concerned with growth, but you take a maybe sort of a very specialized, very niche, I consider niche television series that has a very rabid following, like Doctor Who. The thing is, the people from Doctor Who, the main characters, the doctors and the companions, they're often considered headline level talent for these events. And if you don't watch Doctor Who, you have no idea who these people are. Contrast that with, say, with Bubba Fest, Lee Majors. You never had to watch a single episode of $6 Million Man or The Fall Guy or The Big Valley. You never had to watch any of those series to know who Lee Majors is. Virtually everyone in the world knows who he is. So I feel like that Comic-Cons have maybe limited themselves in terms of the reach that they can get, the interest that they can rally around their events, because they've been sort of very focused on certain sci-fi and fantasy properties that don't really have the huge widespread appeal. It's easy to throw in a Star Wars guest anywhere. Everybody in the world's heard of Star Wars. But that's kind of the inspiration. I just thought that maybe something that appealed to your regular person that goes to church on Sunday and drives down to Dollywood, a couple times a year to vacation with their family, or I thought that those folks had been kind of forgotten, at least in terms of this celebrity fan interaction experience. Maybe kind of space, let's call it, that exists, and that's what Bubba Fest is trying to do, man. Is everyone who feels maybe left behind, that there's nothing really at Comic-Con that excites them, or that appeals to their interests and values. This show is designed specifically to fill that gap.
So when is Bubba Fest?
August 10th to 12th. It will be at the LeConte Event Center in Pigeon Forge. It's a beautiful new facility owned by the city of Pigeon Forge, right on the river there, the Pigeon River. It's an amazing facility, and I think that definitely fans will enjoy that experience. We've got a fantastic city that's behind us and behind us since day one. The city of Pigeon Forge, Phil Campbell, Jennifer Smith, they've really stepped up and helped us get the word out, and really all the facets of planning funding for this thing. They've been a huge, huge help. Poor Jennifer, I've just rang her phone off relentlessly. But yeah, man, we wanted. That was another thing. When I came to the idea of having Bubba Fest, it was easy to come up with, which celebrities to have and what activities to have, and because I know what interests me. I mean, I am Bubba. I'm Bubba, and I know what this demographic likes, and the guest selection reflects that. But then it came to where do you have it, and I thought, well, hey, let's have it somewhere that all the Bubbas like to go, and everyone loves the Great Smoky Mountains. Everyone loves Pigeon Forge, so that's why we chose Pigeon Forge.
What type of tickets can fans get?
Ticket prices vary quite a bit. You can go all the way from Friday, a single day adult admission, that's $29, or you can do a weekend pass, or a daily pass for Saturday or Sunday, it's $49 general admission, or you can do a weekend general admission pass for $99. And that gets you into the events. You can participate in all the contests and all the events and competitions, see the celebrity question and answer sessions. If you want a full kind of experience, we have a limited number of very high-end VIP passes that get you an autograph, and you actually get to meet all the celebrities. It's guaranteed. And that's $599. We just finished a Memorial Day promotion that was 20% off. So, the best way for people to get the best deal is to pay attention to social media. Definitely check us out on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Bubba Fest TN. And then definitely check us out on the website, BubbaFest.com. Just enter your email address, hit subscribe, and you'll be updated with all the latest guest announcements, hotel partnerships, compliments, and obviously anytime we run a discount, you're going to be made aware of that. So, but we have something to fit everyone's budget. We actually just had a new program that we launched on Memorial Day, and that's the Gold Star Parents Program. And those are the only folks who will be attending Bubba Fest absolutely for free. Memorial Day is a holiday that requires some reflection and some really kind of solemn reflection on the sacrifice made by so many Americans throughout the centuries. And, I really thought long and hard about how to make, I said from the beginning, this event is about people who love God, family, and country. And I thought, how can I really make the event reflect that? And it was honestly watching Saving Private Ryan, which is kind of a Memorial Day tradition for me. I was watching that, and there's this scene where Mama Ryan finds out that she's lost 3 sons in combat. And I just thought, what group of people, can possibly have given more to the country than to have given their own children. I would give my own life, before I would give my child's life. And to my knowledge, there's not really a widespread effort amongst at least events promoters to try to do something that honors these folks, the sacrifice that they've made and their children have made. And a discount? No, I couldn't wrap my head around the idea of saying a discount because these people have already given so much. I can't conceive of possibly asking to take anything from them. So we decided to create a special class of VIP tickets for the Gold Star parents. There's information about that on the website. So all Gold Star parents can come to the event as VIPs for free. Even if you're not going to attend Bubba Fest, please, if you know a Gold Star parent, share that information with them. the very, very least that we can do is treat them to a weekend of fun and enjoyment, and look them in the eye and shake their hands and hug them and tell them how much we appreciate the sacrifice they've made. But beyond that, I mean, we do have a variety of different packages available for the general public, and it's really just what you're interested in. If you're interested specifically in Dog the Bounty Hunter, we have a VIP package that's just for you. We have if you're interested in Richard Petty, the King of NASCAR, we have a VIP package just for you, and so on and so forth. If you're interested in every single celebrity or most of the celebrities that we have there, which a lot of people are, then we have the Platinum and Gold VIP passes that you definitely want to consider, because those can be the only ways that you're going to be guaranteed to be able to get an autograph and a meeting, a face-to-face meeting with all those celebrities. So we've tried to make it varied and put it out there at a price point that people can afford, and hopefully the fans continue to respond to it the way that they have recently.
Is your event going to be kid-friendly?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's one of the things, one of the principles upon which the event was built. We're not going to have any kind of wildness, and the people are going to, we're going to have a kid zone. Let's put it this way. I'm dedicating an entire section of the show floor for kid zone, and we're going to have special activities that are geared just towards the kids. We're going to unveil the details. We have a great promotional partner for the kids zone. We're going to unveil in the next week. That'll show some of the activities that the kids can have. We're going to have Disney princesses there doing story time with the kids each day, a couple of times each day. We have special celebrities just for the kids. We have Kevin McNally and Martin Kleba, who are stars of the Pirates of the Caribbean movie series. Obviously, they're in so many other things, but that's what they're best known for, as members of Captain Jack's crew. And those two guys will be there the entire weekend. We have two Power Rangers, Yoshi Sudarso and Camille Hyde from Power Rangers Dino Charge, which is extremely popular. If you've been to a toy store or a Walmart or a Target recently, you can't walk down the aisle without seeing a ton of Dino Charge toys and action figures and costumes. So we have those folks who are going to be there in the kids zone the entire weekend, and they're going to sign autographs for kids, take pictures at the table there, the selfies with the kids for free. That's absolutely free of charge. There's no catch to it. 12 and under, you're getting those autographs, you're getting those pictures with those celebrities for free. And they'll be there all day, every day. So we have some other programming. We're going to do a special screening of Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, on Sunday night. That will be introduced by Kevin and Martin Kleba. And we're going to announce those details shortly, but that'll be a free screening, obviously subject to kind of a first-come, first-serve deal in terms of the seating. But we'll have all that laid out in a future post here in the next few days. But they're going to introduce the movie, do a brief Q&A with the fans there, and then we'll all watch Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl, the movie that kicked this franchise off, and have a little popcorn and have a little family movie night there. So yeah, I mean it's absolutely intended to be kid friendly. If you check out the admission prices, kids 5 and under are free. Kids 6 to 12, and then obviously this is with a paid adult. You got to be there if you're youngins. It's part of the experience is to come in with your kids, come in as a family. Kids 6 to 12 are $9 for each day. $9 for all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, or $19 for the entire weekend. So I can't barely take my kids to the movies for $9. So we we've tried to put together an event that everyone's going to enjoy. That's going to appeal to a wide range of ages and interests, to mom and dad, and grandma and grandpa. But we definitely want the kids to come in and enjoy it, and I think that they're going to really get a huge kick out of what we put together for them.
You mentioned mom and dad and grandpa and grandpa, or grandma and grandpa.
Yeah.
What type of events for them?
What we're doing a handful of really cool things. We're going to have, this is something that I'm personally very, very excited about. We're going to have an exhibit by Petty's Garage and the Richard Petty Museum, which is just, there's no greater racer in NASCAR history or even racing history overall than Richard Petty. And through a fantastic partnership with those folks, we're going to have some of the cars, some of the custom cars from the Petty's Garage on display, and also at least one, hopefully two, of the Richard Petty Museum NASCARs. So you're going to be able to see, obviously present and the future in terms of just some of the amazing things that can be done to stock cars. And you're also going to see bits of racing history. So to me, that's a very exciting thing. All you race fans are going to really get excited about that. We're also having a tricked out truck competition. In the Comic-Con world, people get into cosplay and have these very elaborate costumes and even bits of sets they construct. And to a lot of us Bubbas, we're not really excited about that sort of thing. But, who can't appreciate a tricked out truck? So we're going to have that competition. That's going to be pretty cool. And hey, what would a Bubba Fest be without a Farmer's 10 competition? So we're going to have a Farmer's 10 contest. Whoever wins, we're going to send you on a nice little vacation to get rid of that Farmer's 10. But those are a couple of the things, and it's something we just added. It's going to be really neat. I've only seen it at one other event, is gladiator combat training. Ellen Holman, who is an actress and does her own stunts, actually, jiu-jitsu expert, etc. She was Saxa in the Starz television series Spartacus. She was also into the Badlands, been in several things. Six, the miniseries about the Navy SEAL that's portrayed by Walton Goggins. Ellen is a tough lady, man, and she underwent extensive training in sword combat, knife combat, for the TV series Spartacus. So we're going to have some cold steel training blades for all the participants who want to sign up for this. You can learn just as Ellen learned to become a gladiator, and that's going to be really neat for a lot of people. You'll be in a safe environment, have a fantastic instructor, and learn some really cool techniques.
And then will there be any live entertainment, like comedians or music?
We're definitely going to have some live entertainment. Now, in terms of at the LeConte Center, we're going to have celebrities. All the celebrities are going to do a 30-minute Q&A on the stage, and that's going to be very interactive. We're going to draw those questions from the fans. So we're going to have that at the event. Now, off campus, Friday night we're going to have a golf party at the Hard Rock Cafe Pigeon Forge, because where else are you going to have a kickoff party than the Hard Rock Cafe? It's going to be hosted by Ricky Rackman, former MTV VJ from Headbangers Ball. Everybody remembers Ricky. If you're in your 30s or 40s or maybe even 50s, you remember Headbangers Ball and watching all those amazing videos from those bands from our youth. Ricky will be there as our host. We're going to have a local, a regional rather, Guns N' Roses tribute band called Dust and Bones. They're going to open up for us. Then another kind of 80s hair band-inspired tribute band called Dirty Guns, and then the local AC/DC tribute band, Big Gun. They're going to be our headline act. We're going to have a special guest at this party on Friday night. I can't reveal who it is yet. We're so close, but we're going to make it a really big announcement in the coming days of who this person is. All I can tell you is it's a huge name in rock and roll history. You definitely want to check out our party and be there for that. We expect that to sell out. It's not an enormous venue, which is gonna, it'll be great for what we need, and we want to have an opportunity for everyone to really get up close and personal with this person. That's going to be our guest of honor at the Friday night party. We're also working on a couple of things with a couple of off-campus venues, and I can't really reveal any details yet, but this should be sewn up here in the coming days to host a comedy performance and then also a country music act. So stay tuned. Definitely check us out on Facebook, like and follow us, and subscribe to the email list on BubbaFest.com. So you'll be amongst the first to know whenever we do announce those.
Yeah, it definitely sounds like staying up to date with the social media is going to be huge to keep track of all the great, exciting things at Bubba Fest.
It's definitely the easiest way, and honestly, so many people get their news from Facebook anymore. Personally, that's where I get the majority of my news. You follow your news outlets of choice on Facebook, and then and you see what your friends are sharing, talking about. But yeah, definitely the social media is a huge thing for us. It's great. We've got thousands of followers now on the page, and we've done that just in the span of maybe a month and a half, which is pretty amazing. It makes me feel good to know that there are just as many Bubbas out there as I thought that there might be, and more. We're reaching hundreds more every single day. So by the time we have everything announced, you'll definitely want to stay up to date with our Facebook page and our website. Great sources of news for what's coming next.
So obviously there's tons of places to stay in the Smoky Mountain area, but where would you recommend?
We have some fantastic lodging partners. Really, and they're talking about a city in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, and Gatlinburg that's built for tourism. So there are any number of partners, but you can check us out on the website. We have special deals negotiated with a couple dozen of the best hotels in Pigeon Forge, and they're going to be very convenient to the venue. We're going to be running, the city is making its trolley system available for us the entire weekend. So if you're staying at an official Bubba Fest partner hotel, you can check out that list online. Not only are you going to be able to get the guaranteed lowest price on your hotel by booking through the link that we have on the website, and that's even better than AAA. No one is going to give you a better deal than what we've negotiated for our attendees on this website. Follow the booking link. Pick out, see what we have. I would be remiss if I, didn't say that I could recommend any of those hotels on the list, because I've stayed at all of them. At one point or another, I've stayed at every single one of these hotels. Good quality accommodations, and you won't be sorry. But we'll also have, in addition to guaranteeing you the best price by booking through that link, you're going to have access to the city's tram system or trolley system that'll be making continual rounds between not only the hotels and the convention center, but also some other stops along the way with some of their exhibitors and other partners that are there in the Pigeon Forge area. So we're going to make it really easy, really convenient, and very cheap for people to be able to get around, not just to the convention center for the show, but to get around, to go eat, and check out some things at the island, some phenomenal choices there. But, we have the great thing is we have thousands of hotel rooms just within walking distance. If waiting on a trolley isn't your thing, waiting on a tram isn't your thing, man, just pick yourself someplace, one of these fantastic hotels, and walk. I think we have somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000 hotel rooms within a 5-minute walk or 10-minute walk of the convention center. So that's definitely a way to go. And in fact, I believe that their website kind of plots out the distances from each of the hotels relative to the venue. So check it out, and there's something for every budget, just as with their ticket packages. If you want to go high end, we've got high end for you. If you want, if you're wanting to make this thing happen on a budget, no problem. You're still going to have a safe, clean, comfortable room that's easily accessible to the event. So, definitely check that out. Be sure to book through that ticketing links. You're guaranteed those lowest prices and the access to the trolley tram system.
Sounds great. And of course, no event really can take place without sponsors. So who do you got for sponsors?
Well, we have a phenomenal set of sponsors that have led off with us. We've been working with the John Boy and Billy Big Show since February, since we kicked this thing off. That was my first interview to promote Bubba Fest and announce it. And I can't say enough about, not just John Boy and Billy, but Marcy and the Jay and everyone there that has worked so hard to help us get the word out about this event. And listen, they're all big believers in the event. Have been since day one, and so that's the first people in terms of our sponsors that I want to give the shout out to. The second would be Petty's Garage and the Richard Petty Museum. We have some phenomenal guests, but when you start talking about Richard Petty, then how do you go up from there, right? And for them to see the value in this event and to make that commitment to send not only a sizable presence in terms of the Petty's Garage, but also what are darn near priceless museum cars over to pieces of racing history to the event, and commit those for the weekend, and then on top of that, send the greatest driver to ever put on a helmet and get behind a wheel. That's a pretty big thing. We also have some fantastic sponsors that recently signed on. We're getting all those materials together. They'll be launched on the website shortly. Definitely check those out and come by and visit with these folks.
Sounds great. And of course, the backbone of any event, volunteers. Are y'all taking volunteers?
Yes. We definitely want folks who are excited and enthusiastic about this sort of event. Particularly if you have experience, if you volunteered at Comic-Cons, car shows, etc. in the past, and you had a good time, definitely come on the website. We have a special tab there just for those who want to participate in the event as volunteers or even paid staff. If you have a particular skill set that you think that you can contribute to the operation of the event, then just review all of our guidelines and register through our easy system, GrowTix. We'll get in touch with you, and we'll get you put to work.
Sounds great. And then before I let you go, dates, times, and social media again.
August 10th through 12th, 2018. Times will open at 4 p.m. on Friday, 4 p.m. At 9:30 a.m. to the general public at 10 a.m. and then closing their doors at plan. Always, as in any event or what have you, the subject to change. We may add a couple crazy more things on. We are not at a loss for ideas out of hat on how to make this event spectacular and really give everyone a fantastic time in Pigeon Forge. So every time that I say, okay, we're good, we have a strong guest lineup. This is as strong a guest lineup as you're going to find at any event. Something comes along, or someone comes to me and says, "Hey, have you thought about this?" Or "I represent this person. I think he or she would be fantastic." And it's kind of like, man, how do you pass that up?
Exactly.
But I just want the fans to know that everything about this event is a labor of love, and I'm putting it together in a fashion that's going to have something that all of us, and I'm a fan too, listen, all these ideas come from a place of wanting to give you all the event that you always wanted. And so yeah, check us out. Everything's all constantly evolving. We should have everything firmly locked in, about 8 weeks out. But if something that I think would just blow people's minds even further comes along, you never know. We'll probably pull the trigger and add it on there and see how it works. But as you mentioned, the best way to stay abreast of those sort of developments, website, Facebook, and you'll be the first to know when we do something a little crazy.
Sounds great, Chris. We wish you the best.
Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. Hope to see y'all down at Pigeon Forge, August 10th through 12th, as we say here at Bubba Fest. Come get you some.
Excellent.